Hello everyone, David here. Doing a quick update to give everybody the latest on the progress we've been making with Door, NIL, NFT Locker, and the entire ecosystem. So let's just jump into it. So first things first is Door app. We have been head down, just deep in the throes of development and building out the Door app. I'm happy to announce that the front end is completely done. And we are now working on some back-end logic, including the reward pool that is basically the math behind how users get rewarded and how advertisers pay users. So we're finalizing that, and then we are also building out and testing the logic behind how ads are served within the app. So we're very, very close. We have a tentative release date of the 25th of this month. What I'd like to do is do a small closed, like a beta testing group to have some of you guys, especially some of the OGs that have been with us for a long time, have early first access to the app, use it, poke holes in it, try to break it, just do whatever you can to let us know anything that you think we could do to improve the user experience, to improve the user interface, the look, the feel, the actions within the app. Any and all feedback is welcome. So that's tentatively what we're looking for is the 25th of this month for version 1. Now, and I can release a full rundown of what's in version 1 and what we're building for version 2 and so on and so forth. But that's where we're at. So again, I know there's been a lot of talk in Discord from a few people that the engagement's kind of gone down, the excitement's kind of gone down. But Rich and I have been, like I said, just head down, really, really in the throes of development with this app, and working on building the business with Postgame and NFT Locker and Nilcoin. So we've kind of actually liked it. It's like a little calm before the storm, as I think Rich so eloquently put it in one of our meetings. And it's given us a little bit of time to breathe and really, really focus on the business end of this stuff. And I know that's not the sexiest thing when it comes to a token, but with us, we have to remember that Door and NIL are utility tokens that power a business. And in order for these utility tokens to have long-term sustainable value, we need to focus on the business. We can't focus our time on being kind of moon boys and pumping a token just for the sake of pumping a token, because all that's going to do is put money from the liquidity pool in the pockets of people that just want to trade, and it's just not long-term thinking, and it's not sustainable. So I want to thank everybody who's patient with us. The best time to invest in a company is when nobody's using it, right? The best time to buy Google was when the search volume was the lowest, right? The best time to buy Amazon stock was when barely anybody was shopping and buying books on Amazon. And I think the same goes for anything that has good, true utility, like we feel Door and NIL does. The best time to buy these tokens is when the volume is low and the world hasn't found out about it, and when it's pre-viral, So for those that are patient and have a long-term vision, our goal is to make sure that your steadfastness and your foresight is rewarded. The people that just got into trade, maybe you're unhappy, maybe it's not exciting, and there's a whole bunch of ENU tokens out there that those type of people can go buy, and I understand. So again, building the business, building value in these businesses is our number one priority, and that's where we're focusing. Building millions of dollars in value doesn't happen in 2 months ever with a startup. It just doesn't. And we have to remember that NIL launched on December 15th and it is now March 11th, so it's it's still less than 90 days old technically. And Door is still less than a year old. So they're still, they're still so new, and expecting huge returns on an investment in a startup in the first year is just is unheard of. So thanks again for being patient. With that said, the Door app is again slated to be released version 1 in the App Store on the 25th. Our goal again is not to blast that out to the world yet, but just allow a few, put it out in our Discord channel and allow some of the OGs and some of the people that are here with us to have early access, to test it, and for us to poke holes in it. And then once we have feedback and we make those revisions from the closed group, we then will put some serious marketing behind it to get it out to the world. So that's the Door stuff. That's Door update. The NIL and NFT update, we have a campaign called NFT Madness that we are launching to coincide with the March Madness NCAA basketball tournament. Super excited to announce this. Basically, and if you go to nftlocker.io, there's complete details on the homepage of the website, but basically we are selling NFT packs for each round of the NCAA tournament. The packs will coincide with how many teams are in the brackets. Each pack will contain a team card, and that team card will be one of the teams that is in the tournament. And if you have a team card that makes it all the way to the final round and wins, you will get your share of 1 billion NIL, or at today's value, about $11,000 that we're giving away. So each round, there will be team cards available, so there's 6 rounds in the tournament. So there are up to 6 winners, but you can buy more than one round. So, 1, 2, or more people may have more than one winning team card. So it's up to you to decide whether you want to buy one or multiples. But each round, the odds of winning go up because the brackets get smaller. And the NFT packs will have a higher starting price each round that we go, but then will be sold at a Dutch auction. So they will have a higher starting price to start. First come, first serve. If they don't sell out, the price will go down incrementally until they all sell out. So all the details are on the website. There are some cool other game theory mechanics in there that we're excited about. Any NFTs bought in the final 2 rounds will include 1-of-1 gold NFTs. Any NFTs bought in the 4th round will include 10 additional NFTs. So all those details are on the website. Check it out, nftlocker.io. Let's play ball. This is going to be fun. Next, on the NIL front, we are in the midst of unlocking 1% of the pre-sale tokens. We updated the Gitbook to explain this in detail, but long story short, there's about 11 billion tokens that we are unlocking, or 1% of the total pre-sale amount. And we are anticipating that maybe half of those will get sold. We're not sure. It's up to people, to decide what they want to do. But we're giving people the option. I know that the token health is the primary driver of how we want to do this unlock. And the token health, by and large, with any crypto in this bear market cycle that we've been going through, is not really great. So we may see a small sell-off from people selling some of their pre-sale tokens. It could be a great opportunity to buy a dip. I don't know, not financial advice, but that's the math. So I'll link the Gitbook in this post so you can have a direct link to get more details on that. Let's see. The other thing I want to talk about is the ecosystem that we're building. I want to remind everybody to kind of step back and see the forest through the trees, especially with Postgame and with NIL and with NFT Locker. Because I know it's easy to focus on a token price, and as somebody who's not intimately involved in the building of the business, it's the only reflection of how well or poor your investment is doing. And so I'm sensitive to that. But token price is only relevant if you're looking to sell right now. And if you're looking to sell right now, that means that A, maybe you have a life event, and I get it. But B, most likely you're trading. You're a token trader, which is fine. But is not how we're designed, right? So I want to remind everybody to take a step back and think about the ecosystem of NIL, Postgame, and NFT Locker, especially NFT Locker. That has quickly presented itself to us as the best way for these college athletes to monetize their name, image, and likeness in the short term. Now, granted, NIL as a token, NIL as a coin, and everything we're doing is only 2 months old, but NIL as a concept, NIL as a rule with college athletics is still also less than a year old. That rule came into effect in July of 2021, and since July of 2021, every single school, every single athlete, every single brand, and every single innovator like us has been working tirelessly to try and figure out the best way to make this work for everybody. The best way to make it work for brands and to make it work for athletes and to provide conduits for the connection between brand and athletes, and for athletes to monetize their name, image, and likeness. And what we've developed with NIL, Postgame, and NFT Locker is by and large the most comprehensive ecosystem to support that. It's also the first to market, right? Postgame was the first to market platform that connects brands with college athletes that want to monetize their name, image, and likeness. NFT Locker is the first and largest NFT marketplace that solely supports college athletics. And then NIL as a token was the first cryptocurrency released to exclusively support athletes that want to support their name, image, and likeness. So all that stuff is in play, and all of that stuff is built to scale. But it takes time for brands and partnerships and athletes and all of these things to come together. It takes time for relationships and trust to develop. And then it takes time for these relationships to really play out, right? This stuff doesn't happen in 2 months. And I know, again, it's not the sexiest thing when it comes to a cryptocurrency, especially when, a token with a dog logo or whatever can, 10x in 2 days. And you're kind of sitting here like, what am I doing? But in the long term, the goal is to make this play out as a much more robust and healthy investment, much more robust and healthy token. So, but all of these things take time. I think the first year of this NIL thing is just everybody figuring it the hell out, right? And when you buy a utility token like NIL, or you buy a utility token like Door, you're essentially investing in a startup. And when startups launch, it's not the same as a company going public. When a company goes public and you buy their stock, that company already has it figured out. They've got a track record. They've got revenue. They've got sustainable growth, and then they go public, right? With a utility token and a crypto startup, it's the inverse of that. You're buying a token because we need the token to operate the business, because that's the utility of it. But conversely, there's a lot of figuring it out and pivoting that needs to happen with what we're building. So when you invest in NIL or you invest in Door, remember that you're investing in a startup, and it takes time for startups to grow and to build, and for partnerships and trust to build, and for those things to play out. So that's that. That's my update. A lot of stuff has been happening. Again, we've been just day in and day out tirelessly working on building these ecosystem parts, building the tech to support all this stuff. And we're really, really excited for everyone that is here with us. There's a lot of work still to do, but the only direction to go is up, and I'm excited about that. So, if you're interested in going up with us, we welcome you to buckle up and enjoy the bumpy ride. See ya.